What is stonewalling? Stonewalling is a communication behavior that occurs when a person shuts down or withdraws from a conversation or discussion, making it impossible for the other person to continue. Stonewalling is often associated with conflict or difficult conversations where one person feels overwhelmed or triggered by the topic being discussed. This behavior can occur in any relationship, including friendships, romantic partnerships, family relationships, and work relationships. It can also be a sign of deeper problems in the relationship, such as a lack of trust or emotional intimacy. Stonewalling is a form of passive-aggressive behavior that can be incredibly frustrating and damaging to the person on the receiving end. When someone stonewalls, they may refuse to respond to questions, give short or one-word answers, or simply ignore the other person altogether. This behavior can leave the other person feeling dismissed, unheard, and unimportant. In some cases, it can even escalate the conflict or cause irreparable damage to the relationship. There are many reasons why someone might stonewall during a conversation. One of the most common reasons is that they feel overwhelmed or triggered by the topic being discussed. For example, if someone is discussing a sensitive issue like infidelity, the person who is cheated may feel so ashamed or defensive that they shut down and refuse to engage in the conversation. Similarly, if someone is discussing a traumatic experience, the person who experienced the trauma may feel so overwhelmed by their emotions that they can't continue the conversation. Stonewalling can also be a sign of deeper problems in the relationship. For example, if one partner consistently stonewalls during conflicts, it may be a sign that they don't feel safe or supported in the relationship. It may also indicate a lack of emotional intimacy or trust between the partners. In some cases, stonewalling can even be a form of emotional abuse, used to control or manipulate the other person. Regardless of the reasons behind stonewalling, it's important to address this behavior if it's occurring in your relationship. Here are some tips for dealing with stonewalling. Recognize when it's happening. The first step in dealing with stonewalling is to recognize when it's happening. If you notice that your partner is withdrawing or shutting down during a conversation, it's important to address this behavior. Stay calm. When someone stonewalls, it can be incredibly frustrating and triggering. However, it's important to stay calm and avoid escalating the conflict. Take deep breaths, practice mindfulness, or take a break if you need to. Use I statements. Instead of blaming or accusing your partner, try using I statements to express how their behavior is impacting you. For example, I feel dismissed when you don't respond to my questions is more effective than you're being dismissive. Validate their feelings. If your partner is stonewalling because they feel overwhelmed or triggered, it's important to validate their feelings. Let them know that you understand how difficult the conversation is and that you're there to support them. Set boundaries. If stonewalling is a consistent pattern in your relationship, it may be necessary to set boundaries. Let your partner know that this behavior is not acceptable and that you expect them to engage in conversations with you. Seek outside help. If stonewalling is causing significant problems in your relationship, it may be necessary to seek outside help. A couples therapist or relationship coach can help you work through this issue and improve your communication skills. In conclusion, stonewalling is a communication behavior that can be incredibly damaging to relationships. It can leave the other person feeling dismissed, unheard, and unimportant. While stonewalling can occur for a variety of reasons, it's important to address this behavior if it's occurring in your relationship. By recognizing when it's happening, staying calm, using I statements, validating your partner's feelings, setting boundaries, and seeking outside help if necessary, you can work through this issue and improve your communication skills. Remember that open and honest communication is key to building healthy relationships, and stonewalling can be a barrier to achieving this goal. With patience, empathy, and a willingness to work through difficult conversations, you can overcome stonewalling and build a stronger, more resilient relationship.